today I'm joined with one of my most wonderful friends, Liz Edgecombe from the Spice People.
It's great to be back.
Yeah, so great to be back. Liz came and visited us last year and she has been in India travelling around looking at all the different and beautiful spices. And what have you brought back for me?
Oh, look, I've just had so much chai and so many varieties of chai. It's just been amazing. I've become an absolute chai addict now. If I wasn't before, I definitely am now. So one of the things that I've learned is that, chai is not just a wonderful beverage, but it's great in cooking. So what I'm excited about today is we've got the People's Chai, which is a great drink, and we're going to make that a bit later.
I love this.
But we're also going to use it to infuse the milk that we make with your cupcakes.
I love this.
That's to give the undertone of chai flavours. So it'll be just a gorgeous, subtle flavour.
Okay, well let's get into it. So
fantastic.
First of all, I've got 3/4 cup of milk, so a tablespoon of People's Choice chai.
Perfect.
I love this. You can see all of the different, we just got a random tablespoon of chai in here, and there's whole clove, there's fennel, and you can see the actual whole spices in there, which I think is fantastic.
Oh look, chai is such a beautiful encompassing spice blend. You have the ginger, which is a warming spice. You have the cinnamon, which is a cleansing spice. You have cloves and star anise, which are great for immune building. And not to forget the energy boost from nutmeg and pepper and cacao itself.
Right.
So it's a beautiful all-round, lovely spice, great for a pick-me-up, and a beautiful seasoning for things like cupcakes and desserts.
Beautiful. And now it's time to make our cupcake base. So there's no cupcakes without the cupcake base. We need
That's
to
right, and
get
this
that
is
on.
your area of expertise,
Rightio.
Emma. I'm
Yes.
not a cupcake queen, but I certainly love them.
All right, so now I've got 4 tablespoons of butter.
Oh look, that's boiling now. So
Turn it off for me, thank you.
thank you.
Great.
Big help. Today.
Beautiful. All right, so now I've got 3/4 cup of brown sugar. So
I
in we
love
go.
brown sugar. It's
Brown
such a beautiful
sugar.
caramelised flavour in
Yeah,
it.
and makes everything so luscious. I'm gonna pop this on low speed and it's just gonna gently cream the butter and sugar together. I've creamed butter and the sugar and I've added in 2 eggs, one at a time. And now we've got our cake base starting to happen, and it's time to add in our flour, which we're going to boost up with some chai sprinkles.
That's right. All the essential chai spices combined with a bit of cacao there just to give it a really lovely rich undertone. And guilt-free, no sugar.
I love that. Amazing. Now I've got 2 cups of flour and 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda or bicarb soda. And we're going to pop in 2 teaspoons of your chai sprinkles.
That's right.
But I'm going to sift this all in together so it's nicely combined. Before I do that though, put our milk here, and it's beautiful colour, and now it's time to strain that as well.
We can use our fine mesh strainer
I love it.
because that captures all the solid spices.
That smells so incredible. You should smell this. It's unreal.
There we go. Beautiful.
Chai spiced flour. I love this idea, Liz. It's amazing.
You're only limited by your imagination with things like that, because you can imagine your classic banana cake,
Yes.
your vanilla tea cake, cereal, muesli bars. You could just add a little bit of chai sprinkles in as to add that extra dimension of flavour.
I love that.
That's great.
When I was at the Australian National University a long time ago, I loved making banana cake, but I thought, how could I make my banana cake more like home for my Indian students? And so I ramped it up with the spices. And the amazing thing with the banana cake, I could just add in chai sprinkles now, couldn't
Absolutely, you could
I love that,
definitely do
Liz.
that.
That's such a good idea. I love a shortcut in the kitchen.
I know,
Yeah.
so if you don't have to have those 4 or 5 different spices that you were using, just being able to put that in there and have that on hand,
Yeah.
so just a little time saver.
I love it. And it's also perfectly mixed because I think you know your spice ratios pretty well.
I've been
Got a
working on it for what now, 20-something years,
Really?
so hopefully I'm getting it right. So.
To make a really nice light and fluffy cupcake, we need to fold in the flour and the milk and alternating. So bits at a time.
Oh, that's something I
Batches.
didn't know.
Yeah.
So yes, from the Cupcake Queen,
Yeah.
I'm learning some great tips from you as well.
So there's our lovely base. Now it's just time to add in our flour and milk and combine.
So is there a little trick to this, Emma, putting them in the cupcakes here? I always seem to find mine spread out like, a pancake almost.
Well, I used to put it in a piping bag, but John, the cameraman, his trick is to use a ice cream scoop
Oh,
with
wow.
a thingy that allows you to have even quantities of cupcakes, and then you don't get it on your sleeves.
Perfect. Sounds like a good tip.
That is a
There you
well.
are. I've done that for you. Let's
Beautiful.
now see if our new trick
All right,
works.
let's go. It's nice, isn't it? Woo!
Well done.
Thanks, John, the cameraman. This is life-changing.
It is, isn't it?
I love-
It's amazing
I
when you
love
learn
this.
little tips and tricks along the way. It's
Yeah.
just such small changes to make. It's like, you know, adding the chai spices into a cupcake recipe is such an easy 5-minute change. Something like
Look
this
how beautiful it is.
it's also just made your life a bit easier.
And that's the thing, keep on learning, never stop learning. That's my motto for life, never stop learning.
Do one kind act a day and never stop learning.
That's
there
it.
you go.
That's a recipe for a good life. Here's our perfectly portioned chai cupcakes. All we have to do now is bake them 160 degrees for 15 minutes.
Sounds good.
So our cupcakes are nicely cooled down, and it's important to cool down cupcakes, otherwise our frosting will just slide right off.
That would be a disaster.
It would be a disaster, and the whole point of a cupcake is to have it loaded full of icing.
Absolutely.
I've got 2.5 cups of icing sugar and 1 cup of softened butter. Now I'm going to pop the butter in the mixer first, adding the sugar in batches so that it's nicely combined.
Yes, we don't want you wearing half the icing sugar, do we, Emma?
That's what happens. It goes.
It does go everywhere.
I am wearing white today though, so. Our last bit of icing sugar, and
It's looking good.
also what I think is a lovely flavour combination with chai, because you always add in honey.
Nice finishing touch, as they
Putting
call
that
it.
in the frosting, so a little honey frosting, yum.
Fantastic.
One of my earliest memories of chai was going to the chai tent at our music festivals.
Oh, that's amazing.
And honey soy chai, delicious.
Well, you really have been a chai fan
I-
for a few years,
Yeah,
shall we
I
say? Just a few.
Yeah. Now these cupcakes would be perfect for the high tea, wouldn't they?
But even better still, it's Mother's Day coming up soon, isn't it?
And we all love our mums, don't we?
We do. Wouldn't it be
Mums.
lovely to have a chai with a beautiful chai cupcake?
I love making your chai, but I would love you to explain to our audience the right way to make chai, because I'm sure I would miss a few details when I explain it.
It's actually really simple.
Yeah.
But the key is having the right equipment, isn't it?
Yes,
You
it
start
is.
with some good equipment. So one of the things I love
Yes.
is this glass teapot because of the fine mesh strainer. And also this wide mouth allows all the milk to infuse into
Yeah.
the spices and doesn't choke them.
And it's important when you're giving that to your mum as well.
Well, that would be a beautiful addition to the
Yeah.
cupcakes with the chai, wouldn't it? So first put some milk into a pan, a tablespoon and a bit of the chai spices here, which we're just going to put directly into the milk. Bring it to the point of boil, drop a spoon in it, pour it into our cup and let it brew for 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
It's
That's
as simple as that. So while you're icing the cupcakes, I can take care of this.
What would make these cupcakes even better?
I think there's one little missing ingredient.
Really?
What
What
do you
is-
think it might be?
It could be the chai sprinkles.
Oh, you read my mind, Emma.
In a nice little shaker.
That's
a great
right. So,
addition.
as I said, I sprinkle it on my cereal, I sprinkle it on desserts. These are all the chai spices finely
Yum.
ground with a dash of cocoa.
That
So
is
that's a little hint of
incredible.
cocoa underneath it and sugar-free. Don't they look gorgeous?
Gorgeous job, Liz. Thanks for talking me through your delicious chai tea. I'm going to make this for my mum for Mother's Day. A beautiful chai tea, high tea, chai tea.